Here's more of the Alice Stewart Show on 96.5 The Voice.
Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, you'll be brave. What you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly.
And we're back on the Alice Stewart Show, 7:21 on this Monday morning, and all thoughts and prayers and hearts are out across the nation and across the state for the Carter family. The Beverly Carter, real estate agent, has been missing since Thursday night, and hundreds of people have come out and joined in the search for her. Meanwhile, the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office has issued an arrest warrant for 33-year-old Aaron Lewis, who is wanted in connection with Carter's disappearance. And joining me now on the phone is Carl Carter. He is the son of Beverly Carter. Carl, good morning, and God bless you and your family.
God bless you. Thank you for having me.
And tell us, your mother went to show a home to a prospective buyer on Thursday evening, and she has disappeared. How is the family doing? How are you coping?
I'm hanging in there. I have moments that I just completely break down, and then moments that I feel strong and that I can just, get out there and try to raise as much awareness about it as I can. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare.
Well, no one can imagine what you and your family is going through, and your picture on the cover of the paper this morning, it's just heartbreaking, and you are they're supporting those who are supporting you. It seems as though as many are out there, hundreds of people came out over the weekend to search for your mother. She went to show a home Thursday evening to someone, and your father never heard more from her and ended up going to the home and found her vehicle and her purse there, and the search began. And evidently there were also news accounts that she had texted from her phone that evening. Allegedly, she had texted. Tell us about the text and how clearly that is not indicative of her behavior.
I'm happy to tell you about that. Dad had called me at about 9 and with concern, and that, where is Mom? Hey, don't want to alert you. And, from there, we ended up, it led to, just getting to that house and finding her car, and the house was open and no one's there. It's like she had just disappeared. And so we call the cops, and and we're sitting and we're waiting, and it's just awful. And the minutes are ticking by, and you see cars drive by, and we're like, well, maybe this is Mom. She had, maybe she had ridden with this person. Maybe it's a couple, and she found them. She trusted them, and which would be odd for her to get in the car with anyone anyway in her business. But maybe. And time just kept ticking, and it kept getting later, and it just seemed more and more grim, and things like this is a really bad thing. And so we're sitting there, and we're letting the cops do their thing, and then all of a sudden, two different phones light up with text from my mom's phone.
Right.
And it just, I can't even tell you that emotion of, you go from thinking your mom's been just abducted, just taken, to, wait, my mom's somewhere. What is this?
Right.
And so the phone, and I do not believe that it was my mom that sent the text. It was a series of 3 texts back to back. The first one said yes in response to no question. It just said yes. Then the next one made mention that, sorry, my phone has been dead. And then the third one, and these are all back-to-back, the third one says, out having drinks with friends. And that's just, A, my mom would never just go have drinks with friends unannounced, and
right.
B, my mom's not a drinker. So, she's one of those moms that, as, when me and my brother have a cocktail, she's, we get the mom look. It's just not okay.
Right. Well, and since then, clearly, indications are that was not sent by her. And the math, I want to ask you a little bit about the search. There's been hundreds of people have come out for the search, and you participated at the beginning. Obviously, it's just gut-wrenching and heart-wrenching for you, but where's the search focused right now, and what are your thoughts as the search continues?
Up to this point, the search has been really primarily built around an area where, based on cell phone location, where they were able to kind of ping, GPS location for the phone, where it was at one point. And, which not, just ironically, I don't know, it was very close to where this guy had, as I understand it, been in the automobile accident that took him to the hospital.
And the search over the weekend, according to news accounts, that was a 5-mile stretch from Old River Drive north to Interstate 40 and 10 miles from Interstate 440 east to North Walker's Corner over the weekend. So this is a pretty large area for the search, but they are doing their best to hone in on the best location.
Yes. And I can't even tell you how it felt to just see, because we were driving out there, we're trying to get water, try to keep the volunteers taken care of, and we would drive by volunteers, God bless them, that were literally up to weeds and brush up above their heads. I mean, people are digging through ditch, and people were wearing waders and going through swampy areas. And
it's got to be just gut-wrenching for you and your family. We've got about 2 minutes left. I want to ask you about the man in custody, Aaron Lewis, 33 years old.
Yes.
Police are searching for him. He was involved in a car accident over the weekend, and managed, when police recognized and he knew the police were on to him, he fled. Your thoughts on this person? Do you know him? What do you think his motives were? What do you think about Aaron Lewis?
And it's just what I think. I think that he had an interaction with my mom at some point, and she is very charismatic, and she's very, very beautiful. And I think that he grew a very an interest in her, an evil interest in her, and I think that he planned this. He plotted to get her to a location, to a remote location, so that he could do this to her. We've never known, my family or my friends, we've never heard his name. We do not recognize his face. But I am so thankful that he got so hurt, because at least now his face, we all know. We know, look for the guy with the beat-up face. Right.
Well, I encourage folks to go and find out all the information you can. Go to the news sites. All the news sites have information. Look at that picture and do what you can, and call Pulaski County Sheriff's Department if you have any information. Carl Carter, we will continue to pray for you and your family as we search for your mother, Beverly Carter. Carl, thank you.
Thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you and your family. And once again, if you know anything about this case or this suspect, Aaron Lewis, call Pulaski County Sheriff's Department immediately. We will take a break, and we'll be back after this.